Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde announced yesterday night that he's now confirmed negative after his COVID-19 test result was released. Nigerians have since been reacting. Some are now asking for the whereabouts of Atiku Abubakar's son, Mohammed, and the chief of staff to the president of Nigeria, Abba Kyari. Yesterday and since then, Nigerians have been reacting to the news, asking different questions. And according to what the governor of Oyo tweeted, he said, "I am deeply moved by your prayers and support throughout this period. I am so thankful. This evening, I received my second negative test result for COVID-19. I especially thank Professor Temitope Alunge, who acted in my stead as head of the Oyo State COVID-19 Task Force." Some Nigerians gladly congratulated the governor, wishing him good health. Many of Many, on the other hand, are critical of him that given that this is the second time it is being announced that he has tested negative to the COVID-19, then something must be fishy. Some, however, want to know the state of health of other politicians who were publicly known to have contacted the deadly disease. There is now a question of where the chief of staff to President Muhammadu Buhari, Abba Kyari, and Atiku Abubakar's son, who were both publicly known to have tested positive to the virus. And those who are asking, someone says, where is Abba Kyari and Atiku's son? No, Buhari people do not want you to know. They say it is a private thing. And recently we learned that it needs to be, that maybe has committed or violated the principle or the law of a self-isolation, because not even isolation, at least with the NCDC, because that is where he ought to be, according to what they told us, that he will be going to Lagos, sometime last week. And now the Lagos State Governor, not the Lagos State Governor, at least Lagos State Government, because the Commissioner for Health of Lagos said he does not know his whereabouts, but they've been chatting, but he believed, according to what he said, he believed that, it was okay, but he could not say categorically where the chief of staff was. After that time he was being asked that he didn't know anything or his whereabouts. And meanwhile, what Nnamdi Kanu has been saying, and some people have come out to say, but Nnamdi Kanu said this guy is in Cuba. Even Nnamdi Kanu said it, that at least to justify what he has been saying, that this guy is in Cuba. Because if the state he told the Nigerian people that he will be coming to, who is Lagos, because which is Lagos has been the at least the best place for this treatment in the whole country. And he told Nigerian people that he will be going to Lagos, and the Lagos Commissioner for Health, who is working with the government, says he does not know, because the person that is supposed to know is supposed to be the Commissioner for Health of that state. He said he doesn't know. And now people are asking questions based on what this guy is talking about. I think I saw Atiku's son. He made a video, just maybe to reassure people that is still okay, because people have been asking that question, that where is Atiku's son and what have you, because there was a time that we learned that his condition was really critical, and days after he made a video and he said his test, they are still going to do his test again to know whether it's going to be negative. I think it's now a trend in Nigeria now, that most of the people who have tested positive are testing negative, even according to NCDC. It's a good development, it's a good one at that. But now that your governor has come out to say, oh, thank God for everyone that prayed for me, thank God for this, thank God for those people and all of that, that his second result has tested negative, and people are not asking, then where are the other people? What has happened? Of course, we learned that Bauchi governor himself, the second test says is negative. Fine. We hope the rest people, their own result will be negative, because the more they are getting negative results on this issue, the more, we'll continue to give kudos to our health workers. They are trying, they are really trying, kudos to them. I don't know whether we are even appreciating them as individual or as a country. I hope they are going to be paying them as at when due, because I think by now their salary should be doubled. A lot of things that they've been complaining about before now, we don't know whether they have even answered them. But that being said, it's a different ball game entirely. But at least what I'm trying to say is that we should appreciate our health workers. They are really, really trying, because if they decide to say, oh, I'm not even interested again, I want to face my family because I don't want to expose myself because to my family, to this what is happening, and before you know it, my family might not be safe as well. If they decide to do that, who is going to be treating who? So kudos to them, kudos to them. We're saying well done. God bless you. But as God is blessing them, we are saying God should bless them. The government should do the needful. You can imagine with all their efforts, government is saying, oh, they want to go and bring Chinese doctors to do what? And meanwhile, if they bring them, because as people have been complaining that why would you want to go and bring them? We know what has been happening, what we have been hearing from what has been happening with them, with other countries, and with all these gadgets and kits they've been producing. We don't want to go into this, but they said if they come to Nigeria, that is what we are hearing, that if those doctors come to Nigeria, they will be isolated, quarantined for 2 weeks. Then what is the job done? Because they will not be coming for free. They're going to be paid, and you will keep them for 2 weeks. And who will not be taking care of the Nigerian people, or the reason why you have brought them in the first place? And people are saying, why can't they, if there's any information they want to pass down, they can do it through technology. So we're just talking about how the government needs to appreciate our health workers. They are doing tremendously well. The people that have been discharged, the people that are now testing negative, did we see all these Chinese people before coming? After all, the whole thing started from their side. So what are we talking about? So let's leave that aside. But coming to what Nigerians are asking, based on what or your governor has told us that is now negative to this COVID-19, and then they are not asking about Abba Kyari. Let's continue to see what their reactions have been. I mean, Nigerian people. So I will not be too surprised again, because in that same state, the director of is he the head director or whatever in in Oyo State too tested negative after series of treatments, according to what he said. They make a medical director. Okay, I'm trying to remember the right word. The medical director of a UCH, he tested positive for the first time, the second time after much treatment, and he told us what he used, and he tested negative. So it won't be out of the whole thing, out of equation, that the governor himself will be testing negative. Of course, he's the number one man in that state. Someone is saying that they are, how is Seyi's Makinde free from COVID-19 now? Now, that was very fast, and up to 100 people or more haven't recovered from it in Nigeria yet. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has tested negative for coronavirus. Everybody, has been saying it. A lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of media houses have been saying it. Let's go straight to what Nigerians are saying. Someone said last week when Seyi Makinde was tested positive, nearly everyone posted it on their WhatsApp status. To my surprise, he has been tested negative since yesterday. The thing has not been trending in the way it trended last week, and fully recovers from coronavirus, test negative twice. What is Nigeria doing right that Italy and US are not doing? This Thanksgiving is gonna be a special one. Dear God, I'm not asking for anything today. I just want to say thank you, Almighty Allah, for answering our prayers over our principal. Engineer Seyi Makinde, is back and more strong as he tested negative to COVID-19. Ogbeni Yaya case. Okay. Considering the fact that our immunity is higher than those in big America, as you said, and the fact that our weather here does not allow this virus to live for a long time, it is very possible for our treatments to be short. I respect Governor Seyi Makinde so much, and I believe strongly. So even that, people have been saying this, of course, our immunity based on the fact that our environment, apart from the weather, we've been fighting a lot of things, a lot of smell, a lot of whatever, this and that, you know what I'm talking about. So if our body could really fight all of those things, and to crown it all, we eat mostly we take a natural food, not all this synthetic foods, not all this GMO, or what do they call them, but we eat natural food. Majority of Nigerians, they eat natural food, and uh, who knows, maybe that is why most of the, when it comes, those who have been affected, according to the Minister of Health or so, that majority of them who have been tested positive, their situations are just mild or moderate. So it's not really like the way it's being said in all these other BB countries. Good and fine. But that does not mean that we should not be careful. Someone says, congratulations, Governor Seyi Makinde. No COVID-19 in Nigeria. You people won't understand because Nigeria government heard that United Nations will dish out money for infected countries that has this virus. That is why they are playing political games with people. Please, Nigerians, stop unnecessary panic. Locking us up at home is their plans to share money among themselves. Of course, anything can happen, no? But we need to be careful. Anything can happen in this country because the so-called leaders, you hear thefts among them. Most of them who have ruled, who are still ruling, we hear thefts among them. Why must it be so? Those who are supposed to be responsible. Of course, you cannot, a lot of deep things happening in this country. One cannot rule it out. You can't even rule it out. Someone say, congratulations, sir. I'm happy for you. Oga, thank God first before man. God is watching, oh. Big congratulations to Governor of Oyo State. Is Governor Makinde supposed to break the news of his COVID-19 negative results? He should allow the NCDC release their official reports before we believe whether he's negative or not. Of course, I don't know. If you test negative, if you tested positive before now and you're testing negative, of course, maybe out of happiness and what have you. But I'm sure it's not going to lie. NCDC will still publish that if they have not done that already. Thank God for you. So our action governor is back. Thank God Almighty for sparing his life. Big congratulations. So guys, let us hear your opinion because Makinde has said he's tested negative. Then where is Atiku'S son? Where is Abba Kyari? Leave your comments below and let's have